steering feel review. This is an MG TF. It's a small sports car, mid-engined, rear-wheel drive, manual, looks kind of like a Lotus Elise. Is it going to have some of those special trademarks that the Elise has in its steering, which has ruined me for all other cars? Nobody is talking about steering feel, and it really annoys me. The cars that steer well are special, and we should appreciate them more. I'm here to make sure that happens. A massive thanks to Jim for bringing this car down. I cannot express the amount of appreciation I have for all of you guys who have reached out via email. If you are in this area and want your car featured in a steering feel review, please send me an email, links in the description, or just send me an Instagram direct message. This car has a wheelbase of 2380 millimeters and a steering rack ratio of 17.5 to 1. To review this steering, we're going to go through spirited driving. That's going to include the directness of the steering, the weighting and loading of the steering, and the texture of the steering. Then we're going to go on to normal driving. We're going to see what the car is like to park. We're going to see what the car is like on town and city drives. And we're going to see what the car is like on high-speed drives such as motorways or highways. And then we'll have a conclusion. We'll give it a score for normal driving and we'll give it a score for spirited driving. Let's get out on the road. I'll show you this car's party piece, eh? Spirited driving, starting with the directness of the steering. This is probably one of the less direct steering racks that I've ever driven. I've been told it's an electric steering rack. And an electric steering rack from this generation, this age, it's just, this is how it is. As we're in the corner, yeah, it actually turns quite nicely. It's just that the off-center is just not really doing it. I think even once you're in a corner, yeah, there's not, the amount of adjustment you get in a corner is not really much. You have to turn the wheel a lot to have an effect. So it's not super direct. What's the weighting like? This is a one-finger steering rack all day long. This is one of the lightest steering racks I've ever felt, which makes sense because there's no engine over the front wheels. So there's no weight pressing those wheels into the ground. So it's very light. And I have a thing for light steering racks. I think a light steering rack gives you more feedback. A Lotus Elise's steering at speed is very light. The thing with this rack though is that it doesn't really seem to be weighing up in the corners. So you turn it in and you expect to feel some resistance from the tires doing work, and you don't really feel that. It's almost like an airy feeling steering. It's just like you're moving through air. It's very easy, very strange. This car has lighter steering than the VW Up I just came out of. Very strange feeling steering. I don't know why MG chose to do this. What about the texture? There's a good amount of texture coming through this wheel. It's telling me information. When we're going over bumps and things, it's kind of shaking and communicating. I did get a sense at one point that I was on a wet road, and only steering racks that have really good texture will tell you that through the steering wheel. Even all these little bumps in the road around this roundabout, I can feel them. But the texture is a good thing. I think it's on that cusp of actually being useful information. It's telling you little bits and bobs around what's on the ground. This is another car I would really love to drive in wet versus dry, cold versus hot, because I have a feeling you would be able to tell the difference just through the steering wheel. So how is an MG TF to park? Well, it's a small car and it's got very light steering, so I have a feeling this is going to be quite good. Okay, so at stationary type situations it's a little bit heavier. Not a problem. Very easy to maneuver, very easy to park. Anyone could drive this. What's the car like around town? This type of car, like a small, low, mid-engine, I'm always a bit nervous driving them. Maybe because of my experiences with Lotus Elise, which is kind of difficult to drive. But actually, this car, especially in terms of steering, super light, super easy. But the fact it's a small car, easy to place, it feels very nippy and easy to pick your way through areas. It's really painless to drive around, which is kind of shocking to me because I thought this car would be really engaged on a back road and then a pig around town. And it's kind of the opposite. It's like really good around town and easy, and then not as connected as I was hoping on a back road. It's not what you would expect from this, mid-engine sports car. What about high-speed stability on motorways and highways? I'm not actually on a motorway or highway, but we're going pretty quickly. Because the steering's not super direct, that little bit of dead zone kind of helps the car feel more stable at speed. It's really easy to drive at higher speeds. It's not weird. It's not super twitchy even. Maybe a little bit. It's not that bad. This car is geared incredibly well for faster driving. Makes me think, did they design this car as kind of like a GT sports car? Was this meant to be the long distance version of a mid-engine sports car? That seems really strange to me, but it's almost like, that feels like what they've tried to do. So first, a score for spirited driving. This car doesn't feel how I expected it to feel. It's not as direct. It doesn't really weigh up. The steering is really light. It has a little bit of texture, but it's just strange. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 for spirited driving, because I just don't feel like that's what they focused on. What about normal driving? Well, it does really well in normal driving. It is shocking to me that a car this exotic shaped is so easy to drive normally. It's a little bit nervous at higher speeds, but then because the steering is so light, it's actually better than average around town. So I'm going to average that plus and that minus, and I'm going to give it an overall score of 5 for normal driving, which is perfectly average. I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. Driving this around town is as difficult as driving a Golf. Really not what I expected from an MGTF. YouTube really wants you to watch this video, but if you haven't seen these previous episodes of Steering Feel Review, make sure to give them a click. My name's Mick. I drive cars. Peace.